Playing off-man coverage doesn't change because you're guarding the best receiver at an NFL level, college level, high school level, middle school level, or because it's the playoffs. The coverage doesn't care about the moment. The rules don't care about the name on the jersey. But what changes is the DB's mindset, and that's where the rep is either won or is lost. What I want to do today here is walk you through a great rep by this DB. But most importantly, I want to walk you through a thought process, the framework, because making plays at the NFL level or at any level isn't about guessing right. It's about thinking clearly under pressure. So first, we need to get your alignment right. 7 yards off, 1 yard inside. Now, a lot of DBs hear that and immediately feel very uncomfortable. 7 yards feels like it's a lot of space, and 1 yard just feels like it's risky. And that's where the mistake starts. Not with technique, but with belief. Most DBs look at this space and think, okay, I'm giving too much space. I'm probably going to get exposed. Anything can actually happen here, which is right. But I want to shift that belief. This space is not given to the receiver. This space belongs to you. And until you start seeing it that way, off man is always going to feel reactive instead of controlled. See, 7 yards gives you time. 1 yard inside gives you leverage. That alignment already eliminates routes before the ball is even snapped. Most DBs don't struggle with off man because they don't know what to do. They struggle because space scares them. When you line up here, your mind starts racing. You're thinking, what if he runs a quick out? What if he extends me inside then breaks in? What if he just eats my cushion immediately? And when fear creeps in, your behavior changes, and it's something you probably don't even realize. Your feet get too fast too early. Your eyes leave the quarterback too soon. You start opening up before the route is even declared. That's why reps fail. Not because off man is bad, but because the DB treats space like danger instead of a tool. So watch this DB. He's calm before the snap. His eyes aren't locked on the receiver. They're locked on the quarterback. That tells you something. So just before the snap, the DB's eyes are on the quarterback. Why? Because the first job in off man isn't stopping the receiver. It's eliminating the quick game. That's why we take what you call read steps. Those read steps aren't passive. They're buying you information. They're saying, if this ball comes out now, I'm driving right on it. This DB is reading the quarterback, not guessing. Now, once the quick game is gone, now your eyes transition back to the receiver. And this is where most DBs panic. When you read the quick game and turn your eyes back to the receiver, what do you see? Speed. You see his head down. You see his long strides. You see him eating up grass quickly. And most DBs' brains aren't trained enough yet to understand what that really means. They think he's going to run past me. He's going to go vertical. But here's the truth. Routes require speed. Speed by itself doesn't mean a go ball. It means the receiver is executing his assignment. When DBs see speed and panic, they do two things. One, they open up too early, or because that panic ends up causing them to overthink what they see, which leads to them guessing instead of playing what is in front of them. This DB doesn't do that. He sees speed and he controls it. He controls it by keeping space between himself and the receiver. And this is what I call top-down coverage. Top-down coverage means you're defending above the route, not chasing behind it. But here's the key. Top-down coverage only works with proper spacing. Let me explain it with an analogy. Think about Dr. Pepper bottle. The receiver is the soda. When that quarterback says height, that soda wants to explode out of the bottle, right? Now, you as the DB, you're the cap. If you're too tight, that pressure blows right past you. But when you play top-down with space, you're letting the pressure release under control. You're not giving up the go ball. You're already in position to completely shut it off. That's why this DB opens up with patience. He's not running away. He's managing space. Now, the receiver snaps the route down. This is where the play is either made or lost. A lot of DBs do everything right up until this point, and they end up relaxing. This is where you need to focus the most. When the receiver plants and you're driving back downhill, your inside shoulder becomes the driving factor. If that shoulder is up, here's what happens. Your weight is uneven. Your body has to drop before it can drive back to the route. Your feet have to rebalance. That costs you a fraction of a second. And at this level, that fraction is everything. Watch his DB's upper body. His shoulders stay even, but his upper body does allow his feet to already be in position to drive on the route. Great upper body control leads your feet into the right place. Now, here's the final piece. This is the part that takes your off-man coverage from this level all the way up here. You have to learn how to read receivers. Watch the receiver come off the line. Early in route, his head is down, he's driving, he's gaining ground, he's closing the gap, he's running full speed. To the average eye, it looks like a go ball. But pay attention at the 8-yard mark. His head pops up, his posture changes, his stride starts to break down. That's not accidental. That's the receiver preparing to transition. Now ask yourself this. Why did the DB break at the same time the receiver did? Because he wasn't scared of space. He wasn't panicking about the speed. He was reading body language, not guessing routes. You can only see this if your belief is right. If you're afraid of space, you'll never see the tell. So, off-man coverage isn't about being passive. It's about being in control. When you stop treating space like fear and start treating it like leverage, everything, and I mean everything, slows down. Your eyes get quieter, your feet get cleaner, your decisions get sharper. That's how plays get made at this level. Not by guessing, not by panicking, but by believing the space works for you and trusting the framework.